Hi guys, I am recording this after I shot the video, recording this audio. Now, you may find that to be not the most exciting thing in the world, but I think it's pretty exciting because I just got some video editing software. Probably not what you wanted to hear about China first off, but I wanted to let you know videos will now be edited. I will be doing voiceovers so I don't ramble incessantly, although obviously I ramble a bit because that's what I'm doing right now. Today's video is the park that's very close to my apartment. I went down and shot some footage of the park. It's an overcast day, so it's not the nicest day, but I gotta tell you, this is what the weather is like in China. So my goal of showing you average, ordinary life in China, it should include this. It really should, because it's overcast most of the year. The summers in the last city I lived in were pretty bright and pretty nice. Very hot, so summers are okay, but boy, the entire rest of the year is overcast. And it's a rare day where you get to see the sky. So this is pretty normal. It's probably the third day of spring today. I don't remember when spring started. I think it was Thursday. So this would be the third day of spring. Still pretty cold. Still pretty cold. Yeah, so I'm showing you the park today. It's a nice park. Later on, we'll get some footage of where I live as well, which hopefully you'll find interesting. And I want to let you guys know too that I just had a revelation today that I could have been filming all week. We would have gotten a lot more than just the park. But that's okay, we will do that next week. This is only my second week posting. I'm just getting used to the video editing software. I'm just getting used to the whole posting it all sort of thing. I shot a good bit today and trimmed it down. I unfortunately succumbed to the old habit of narrating as I walk, because before this software, that's what I had to do. So future videos hopefully will have a little bit more. Presumably I'll improve bit by bit and learn a little as I go. So I hope you'll be patient with me. I didn't trim too much of the walk in the park because that was all I came up with to do today. I was going to show just everyday average stuff for this channel in China. And it did occur to me today that everyday average stuff happens every day, so I need to be more ready to pull out my phone and shoot things that are happening. I guess I won't show you like my commute to work because that's the same every day, but there's always little things that happen throughout the week. I do have a little surprise at the end. I'm a teacher, so I always can get shots of kids and pictures of kids at school, and the kids are really cute. They're first to third graders, so really adorable little children, and hopefully I'll be getting more shots of them. Maybe I can organize them. I can learn to organize something in life by putting some video tags on them and things. But this park is only about a 5-minute walk from my house. So that's nice. It's nice to have a park nearby. Chinese parks, I have to say, they've been doing this for a while. They've been an urban culture for a while. So I think that's probably why they have perfected the art of the park here, but they do a really nice job. There's never big, wide open spaces. That would be the biggest difference between an American park and a Chinese park. They seem to prefer clustering around the edge of something. Usually a big lake like you see here, and the pathways just go around the edge of it, and people come to walk, and you often see a lot of older people in the parks during the day. And as the sun goes down, and they'll get their walking in. They really stay active um, when they get older here, so that's nice. Another thing about this park is there's a lot of bars and coffee shops and things on the south end of it that face the park, which is really nice. I've yet to see summer here, so I don't know if people really hang out a lot at these places. They're not terribly popular. There's one bar I go into that I guess maybe it's just too westernized, but the bartender can make a lot of Western drinks, which is not necessarily too common here. To be frank, bars aren't too common here compared to the U.S., but the ones that are, especially like a fancy one, they will often have a couple of signature drinks that they can do, but they won't even have like tonic water to make a gin tonic. They won't be able to make a Manhattan or any kind of martini, and this place has martinis. So not a full range, but they have some on the menu, and the bartender knows how to make a couple. So that's when I like, but it is always empty. I strongly suspect it will be out of business soon. Or possibly it's just a summer thing. You know, it is on the park. So it could be that come summer, it would be quite popular. I don't know. Okay, one thing I wanted to mention was that I don't necessarily know anymore, since I've been here for 3.5 years. I don't know what you guys might find interesting. I mean, it occasionally occurs to me that something here is not like it is in the US, and that people would want to see that. And that's usually when I pull up the camera and I take a picture, or hopefully now I'll start taking more videos when I do that. But I've kind of gotten used to a lot of things. I've just gotten used to the way it is, and it seems normal now, which actually you'd be surprised at how quickly that happens. But I don't know what's in people's heads, what you're curious about. Like, what are you thinking, well, how do they do this in China? Well, you know, is it like this, or do they have the same whatever? And, you know, I want to get you, so this is going to be on YouTube. You're going to be watching this on YouTube, and as you know, YouTube comments are a thing. So you can ask those questions on YouTube, and then I will think of shooting some video the next time I see the thing that is relevant to your question. So put those comments in. I think I'll have comments turned on. I hope they're by default turned on, because I don't really I don't really know how to do it, but that's something I'll figure out. So we'll check and see online. I know there are going to be a few people watching, so if I mean, there's really just going to be a small group of us watching these. If you're sitting and don't sit and think this is like you know, some normal popular video that's being posted, and that you are just one of zillions of people watching. That's not what this is going to be. I'm going to make it public. You can share it with anybody, or search it or whatever. But you know, that's just not likely. It's not easy to become popular on YouTube. There's a lot of crap out there now for people to sift through. Oh, I've left the park. If you'll take a look, I've left the park. And I'm headed down the sidewalk. I cut out the sidewalk. It's kind of boring. I don't know why you would want to watch a sidewalk. I imagine you don't. But here I am back at the school. I work at the school. This is on the way to my apartment from the park. I don't know if you can see up there at the top, it says EAR. All right, so that's the school. The name of the school is Little Ears. And that's the translation from Chinese. In Chinese it says Little Ears. And when it's written in English, it says something like Smart Ear, which makes no sense. And she told me, the owner of the school told me when I started working here that, you know, they wanted to make it say Smart Ear because that was better in English. And I was like, boy, that is that is backwards. That is not true. But I find that schools in these English training schools in China Boy, the people that work there speak almost no English. Their English is really bad, and I'm not making fun. My Chinese is awful. I'm just saying I didn't start a school to teach Chinese, right? So I don't understand why they start these schools if their English isn't any better. And hers doesn't seem terrible when you talk to her, but boy, she makes some terrible decisions and stuff like that. So she's got all this stuff printed up that says Smart Ear. In English, nice, and then it says in Chinese, Little Ears. And I think Little Ears sounds great in English. We're teaching little ears. I don't know, it sounds better than Smart Ear. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, yeah, I've moved now into my apartment complex, and you will see. I'm moving through the little park area like that. Nice little area around the buildings. One thing that's probably a lot different than anything people are used to in the States is the size of these buildings. They are quite large, but my complex is actually not especially large. And on a future video, I'll get some of the neighboring, the buildings from the neighboring complex that are really very tall, very large buildings. And they're nice. The other teachers live there. They're nice buildings. Yeah, but these are mine. This one here is mine. I'm moving on to my front door, and you probably don't want to see all the way in. This is where I can learn some nice editing in the future. But I do want to show you the view from my apartment. And hopefully you won't look too much at the apartment because it's really dirty. One thing I need to do is clean it up, and then I can show like what a Chinese apartment looks like on the videos. Although it's not that interesting because it's looks just, well, no, that's what I'm saying. It looks normal to me, but I guess it's not something most people have seen. So the toilet, everyone's going to want to see the toilet, so I got to clean the toilet out. The bathroom's filthy right now. Here I am moving in. It's just a regular elevator. Could have cut this elevator. The elevator doesn't take long though. So this is wrapping up to the end. I've got a little surprise at the last few seconds of the video are adorable children saying, we're Chinese. I think that's what it was they said. I can't remember. They were trying to tell me something that they learned in English, and I said, well, everybody get together and I'll get it on the video. So I did think of it once this week. Now I just need to realize that is a thing to repeat. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video a little bit to see a little bit of China. Again, put your comments in to tell me what you want to see. Do you want to see a trip to the grocery store? I could do that. I go pretty much regularly, about once a week. Here's my view. All right, I'll see you guys later. I'll post again next week. Yeah, more of the view. Okay, go hi everyone. Okay, very good. Once more. I'm from China. Go. I'm from China. Oh, very good.